So, excuse me. Yeah, stay there, okay? I've been on my detox plan now for 2 whole weeks, and it is time to change it up. If you have not already seen my detox plan, you can check it out by clicking the link above here. It's gonna run through the overall view of the plan, and then the next video that it links to will be all of the recipes and the meal prep for that plan. And then you can jump right back here and check out ways you can alter it week to week to fit your personal needs. I'm going to run through the nutritional facts of the plan, and I'm gonna run through how you can up your protein, up your fat, because it is a low-fat diet, cut calories if you need to cut calories. You can change the fruits and vegetables that you're eating to make it a little bit different, and how you can warm up some of the smoothies. So if you're ready to check these out, let's jump in. If you wanna follow me on Snapchat or Instagram, check me out right there, but my name's here. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, just click the red button down below to subscribe. First, I'm gonna get started by talking about the nutritional facts, and I'm just gonna do a voiceover while looking at all the nutritional facts for every single day of the plan. And I'm gonna explain a little bit about where that nutrition is coming from, so that way you can make the educated decision on how you want to alter this. Starting with Monday and Thursday, I'm going to skip over the protein and fat for now because I'm going to talk about this a little bit later. Looking at the carbohydrates, you might be like, whoa, that's a lot of carbs, but every single plant food has carbs. You just cannot avoid it. And I don't think carbs are anything to worry about because carbs are extremely important for brain function and for your energy levels. Looking at the fiber, most people only get 10 grams of fiber a day. The recommended amount is 25 grams. Here, you're getting nearly 3 times the amount of fiber. So you may be heading to the bathroom quite a lot if you're not used to a plant-based diet. Here is Tuesday and Friday. Looking at the right-hand column, the cholesterol level, you will never need to worry about getting any bad cholesterol because there is no bad cholesterol on a plant-based diet. Sodium levels are just slightly under recommended, but this is a detox diet. Potassium levels, potassium is in every single plant food. The highest levels are in beans, like kidney beans, black beans. Okay, and then vitamin A and C, this is also so high in plant food. If you just eat a variety of plants and fruits and vegetables, you are never ever going to be deficient in any of these. Here is Wednesday. Also, calcium and iron. If you eat a variety of all plant foods, you are not going to be deficient in calcium or iron because this is in your leafy greens, this is in your beans, this is in hemp seeds and the almond butter, just any seeds or nuts. Since there is some fortified milk in this plan, some of the calcium is coming from that though. So just keep that in mind. Most of the calcium is still coming from your plant foods. Let's talk about protein. So I've already shown you what protein you get in my detox plan. Now I'm going to tell you how much you actually need according to scientists and the government. So basically, the average woman needs 46 grams of protein per day. A man needs 56 grams of protein per day. It's only 10 grams of protein more than a woman. If you have an active job and you're going running 4 days a week, you're going to the gym or you're working out at home and you're doing this whole regime 5 to 6 days a week, hour a day, you are going to need more protein. At least 0.55 grams of protein per pound of body weight. So for me personally, I am going to be upping my protein because I already do work out 6 days a week, but I'm going to be upping it. Like I am going to be building a lot more muscle, doing a lot more focused muscle building. So I'm going to show you some protein powders that I'm going to be adding to this diet. This peanut butter fit protein. Just an FYI, all of these protein powders are plant-based. There's no whey in it, and whey, if you don't already know, comes from cow's milk. So I don't buy any of those protein powders. They're typically full of really bad stuff. I'm not gonna get into that in this video. In 2 tablespoons, there's 50 calories, 6 grams of protein. This would go well in the loaded oats smoothie, or maybe I just have it with some milk. The second one is this one by Vega, protein and greens, and this one's a vanilla flavor. This one I could probably put in a majority of my other smoothies. And you could also just drink this with some soy milk or almond milk, whatever. So this has 110 calories per scoop and 20 grams of protein. So with this protein powder and that peanut butter powder, if I just added 1 scoop of this and 2 tablespoons of that, I would get an extra 26 grams of protein a day. And the iron and calcium level from plants in this is so high. And then this last one is Orgain protein powder. This one is 21 grams of protein per 2 scoops and 150 calories. All of these can be found on Amazon. I'll put links down below in the description, but if you can find them at Costco, which is where I get them too, they're cheaper and you get more. more per amount. The chocolate would go well in, again, just milk, or it would go well in the loaded oats. You could put it in like the apple, pear, and banana one. You could probably find ways, and they have different flavors. So anyway, those are the protein powders that I'm gonna be using to up my protein levels. Other ways you can up your protein are just adding more beans to your diet. You can add more quinoa. If you do add more protein to your diet, you're gonna be also upping your calories, which is gonna be the next thing that I talk about on how to cut calories. So if you're lowering your calories, just for example, you're gonna take away a little bit from each meal. So if it's one of the smoothies, say it has the 2 bananas, a quarter cup of oats, a tablespoon of almond butter, and a tablespoon of hemp seeds. So you're just gonna do just under a tablespoon of hemp seeds, just under a tablespoon of almond butter, 1.5 bananas, and maybe 2 to 3 tablespoons of rolled oats. You could easily decrease that smoothie by like 50 calories. And if you did that for each meal, if you made the snack pack slightly smaller, if you made the other smoothie slightly smaller, and you made your dinner slightly smaller, you could easily just be saving 200 to 300 calories just by doing that. The same thing goes for adding calories. The fat in this detox plan is so low that you could easily just add in some protein and fat into your plans. And the almond butter and hemp seeds are a really good balance of protein and fat. For each smoothie that you add an extra tablespoon of hemp seeds or almond butter, you're gonna be adding in an extra 8.5 grams of protein and an extra 15.5 grams of fat, which is totally fine because if you need to up your calories, you do need to up your protein and you do need to up your fat as well. So that's a really easy way to add that in. For the dinner recipe, you could easily just drizzle on some olive oil or coconut oil or add some more hemp seeds in there. And fat also helps the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins that are in that food. So it's actually a good thing to add if you need to. You can add more beans, more quinoa, and also if it's too high a volume, you can cut down on the different vegetables or switch out the different types of vegetables, which I'm gonna be showing in the next section. So let's just get started on how you can swap out different fruits and vegetables. So basically I have this chart here that I've kind of written all over. This thing called Whole 30, which you've probably heard of. They have a little produce list on what's in season. So if you go off of this, there's other websites that are a little bit more detailed, specific to your area, because every area is different. I'm just going in this winter section here because we are in winter and the whole meal plan is based on winter. So anyway, you can just go online and find a chart and see what vegetables are in season. Also, buying seasonal means you're gonna be spending less money and you're gonna be getting healthier produce. So local is better. Also organic is better because it helps our planet, it helps you and your health, and I'll get more into that in another video. If you want a denser vegetable, you can make a stir fry instead. You could buy onions and mushrooms and green beans and just have a slightly different dinner that's a little bit more dense. Another option for preparing your vegetables for dinner would be to make the potatoes into mashed potatoes if you want a different variety and it's like nice and creamy and it's just a different texture. So you could do the mashed potatoes for the sweet potatoes and for the gold potatoes. So those are just some options that you can do for dinner. Also, so there's some ideas behind pairing certain fruits and vegetables together, which is kind of what I did for the plan. I paired mostly acid fruits together, like the winter tropics, the kiwi and the orange are pretty acidic, so those go well together. The pears and apple and banana, those all have a similar acid balance. You can go look at Whole 30's chart of seasonal fruits and vegetables and you can just mix and match your own, just keep the proportions about the same for each smoothie and you most likely get a good tasting smoothie. And for a time-saving tip, instead of making the snack pack and chopping up all of those fruits and prepping like the cucumber and everything, you can literally just pack an apple, pack a tangerine, and whatever other fruits that are just easy to eat snacks. You are still getting a variety of fruits and vegetables in these smoothies and your dinner as well. Another time-saving tip would be instead of making the potatoes into wedges, you can literally just poke holes in them and make a whole baked potato, and you're not taking the time to chop up all the vegetables. And then you can kind of prepare it like the acorn squash. You can just kind of slice it open and put all of your ingredients in and around the sweet potato or the yellow potatoes. And then the last thing that I'll be talking about is how to warm up some of these meals. Without changing all the recipes completely, I'm just gonna show you how you can warm up a couple of these recipes. First one that you can warm up is the loaded oats. You can make this into a warm recipe. All you do is you're just making it into basically an oatmeal bowl. You can add in some protein powder if you want, and so that you're still getting the benefits of the spinach. A really easy way to just add the spinach in without making it taste like spinach and just adding little leaves of spinach. You just blend it up with your milk, pour it on top, and it's really, really good. You're just adding all the same ingredients as you normally would, but it's now just in a oatmeal form. You can do the same thing with the pear, apple, and bananas. All you're doing is you're sauteing these in a pan and you're blending it up and you're making it kind of like an oatmeal. It's really, really good. Again, just blending the spinach with the milk and pouring it on top, and it's this really good and kind of this like apple pear pie. That accounts for technically 4 meals that you can just change into warm meals if you want to warm up. So anyway, talk so much about look at this little cutie. Okay, well, you stink. Okay, here's another one. Can you tell the difference? Hi. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's so sweet. Okay. So I hope that these tips were helpful for you, and this is just basically a guide on how to build your own meal plan to fit your lifestyle. But thank you for watching. If you do have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, click on my face over here. You can like this video if you did like it. Yeah. No. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Okay. No. Okay. This is too much. Okay. This is too much. I have to delete this.